afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. And what's cooler than a free Star Wars figure? A free Sideshow figure, because whoo, these boys are expensive, but when it's for the price of free, hey, who's gonna complain? Not me. Alright, as I said, this was technically free. They had a deal going on, I think all the way through the new year on these bad boys, where if you spent $300 or something like that, or over, I can't remember what it was, 300, 400, whatever the number was, you got a free Ahsoka. So that's what I did. As you can see in our previous videos, go check those out. The Obi-Wan Kenobi Clone Wars, the Darth Maul Clone Wars, and now the Ahsoka Tano Clone Wars from the final season of Clone Wars. So I was able to pick these up. Went a little different with Darth Maul. That review was kind of so hopefully this Ahsoka will do better. Obviously, they're giving away. This didn't sell too well, would be my thought, or they just overproduced. So it will be interesting to see how this figure looks, feels, and goes together, all those good things, once we get it unwrapped. So let's go ahead and start the unboxing. Alright, we're starting off here in our plastic prison. I do see a little eyeball adjustment. Some extra little Clone Wars, not Clone Wars, but holograph fellas right here that I didn't really know we were getting. Some thermal detonators, some extra hand stuff like that. So we'll go into those once we get it undone, but so far it's looking good. Alright, I will say this, so far so good on this Ahsoka. I am digging it. This may turn out to be one of my favorite Hot Toys that I have so far. So not really sure why it's hanging out. Maybe it just got overproduced. Not sure. But let's go ahead and jump into Ahsoka's accessories. Have a quick look at kind of the hand situation here. These kind of the hand she comes out with some open hands. Very good detail here, obviously, for Hot Toys. You're always going to get some pretty dang good detail. It looks really good. And then she has some lightsaber hands and stuff like that that we already went ahead and put on her because of all the protective stuff that Sideshow does come with, these little plastic bags. I had to take the hands off anyway, so went ahead and switched the hands over, so no big deal there. And then we do have kind of a silly addition here, which is the thermal detonator. A good accessory, just not a good accessory for Ahsoka. It's been a minute since I've seen this last season, so I'm sure that she uses it sometime in here, but this is also a good accessory for plenty of other people, troopers, things like that. So if you are a Sideshow collector and you have plenty of Sideshows, you can definitely find a use for that. And I would think actually you would be able to find a good use for the following couple items as well, as I'm not going to be using it for my Ahsoka, but you do have a kind of communication device action going on here that usually does the holograms. As you can see here, we do have a little opening for the holograms, so let's have a quick look at the holograms. Starting off here with Master Yoda. Looks really good there. Has the cool little lines and stuff in it. It kind of gives that look, so very cool Yoda there. And then her Jedi Master here, Anakin Skywalker. Very nice. You see here, he's got the little doop-de-doop there at the bottom, so very cool. And then we'll do Obi-Wan, and I'll go ahead and put Obi-Wan into the doop-de-doo so you can kind of have a look at how that looks. Especially since I'm an Obi-Wan fan, I gotta have Obi-Wan. So here we go. Nice Episode 3 looking Obi-Wan. All the way down, has the little lines and stuff that it has, and then as you can see there, it plugs in very nicely. You know, would be cool to have her, you know, holding it, looking at it, but I think I'm going to go with a little bit more of an action pose for this Ahsoka, but very cool, and definitely could put this somewhere else in your collection, no problem at all. I'm not sure you could use these anywhere else in your collection, though, as these are Ahsoka's lightsabers. I will say something interesting, and I'll never complain about detail, but if these were just given to her, maybe these are supposed to be like pre-battle or right in the middle of the battle, the Siege of Mandalore and all that stuff, and that's why they're so dirty. But these were just given to her from Anakin, if I'm not mistaken, right before the last like 2 episodes of this series. So to have them already weathered up it's definitely not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just interesting, I guess, that they went that route. I guess they're going post-fight, mid-fight battle there with Darth Maul and the rest of the siege on Mandalore. But looks good. These are great. I love the different sizes that she chooses to fight with here. You can see here we definitely have a little bit of size difference. Hilt there, and then the end of the blade there. So it looks really good. And then also an accessory that is really just kind of, it's killing me because I like this a lot, and it's her cloak. Is it wired? Let's see. It is not wired, which I don't think it really needs to be. It's not going to be flowing, I guess, but would have been nice to have a flowing cape, I guess. Would have been nice to have that option, I guess. But it does look really good, but since I'm doing kind of a fighting pre-battle thing, I don't think I can use this, but this is very nice. And if I get a different Ahsoka down the road, might just have to pull it back out of the box and find a purpose for this, because this is really nice. I like cloaked Jedi. They sing to me, I guess. But that is all of Ahsoka's accessories. Of course, not counting her stand, but I think we all know that we have a stand with that. But now let's get into Ahsoka herself, and this is a good one. Alright, and here we go. Had to get a stand for my camera and everything just to get this in frame, but there you are with Ahsoka's face. Very, very nice. The blues, the silver here on her headpiece, the gold on the sides, just super, super looks great. Pops. Her leku, is it leku or leku? Leku. Leku? We'll go with leku. Down the back looks really good. Give you a quick look at the back side of the figure. Very nice. These little plastic, I guess you could say, suit, armor type details. Look really good all the way down to her heels. Who knew Ahsoka was wearing heels this whole time the Battle of Mandalore? Ahsoka was rocking them heels. But very good face. The silver hair on her uniform pops. And then definitely of note is her skin. It's a rubbery, I don't know if you can kind of see here, but we squish it and it's squishy, almost like those figures that Hasbro did a couple years ago, the Vader and Bespin Luke. Kind of has that vibe to it, that feel. I don't think that their insides are the same, so hopefully they aren't, because I don't know how those are going to hold up over time. They seem to be holding up okay in my collection right now, but that's them. This is Ahsoka. And here's her armor. Gauntlets on the side. Nice paint weathering here on her hands. Looks really good. Which I guess would kind of continue the theme of the lightsabers, huh? If their hands are like this, then it's on the lightsabers as well. So I guess that's a very nice attention to detail, looking at it from that point of view. Scooter arm back, and you can tell she definitely has a little bit of damage going on here on her belt. I guess it's not a belt, but part of her little uniform action going on here. Just different levels of distress going on. Looks really good. It really shows that she isn't just straight out of the temple. She's been going pretty hard at these last few years, in and out of the Jedi Order, down to her high heels, like we said. Looks just so good. Like I said, there's that paint splatter going on to add the details. So just wow, I don't know. It feels good. It feels right. It feels like an Ahsoka figure should. And I don't know. I hope this was just that they made so many and they didn't sell it, because this is a great figure, and hopefully it doesn't deter Hot Toys or Sideshow from touching Ahsoka here in the future, which I think even after this they've made an Ahsoka from the Ahsoka series figure, so I don't think that they're going to be shy on putting out Ahsoka figures. But all in all, I can't complain. But let's go ahead, get her all posed out, get her in the shelf, and get our final thoughts on this free Ahsoka Tano Hot Toys figure. Alright, and there she is, all put in her display case, hanging out next to good old evil Darth Maul. And apparently, a lizard's in my man land. Dang lizard. Along with the kiddo playing in the background. I will note, as you can see here on her skin, I was a little weary about bending her arm too awful much to put her in a specific pose, because I just didn't want to risk, maybe you can even see right there, I didn't want to risk that rubber being bent like that for all those times, so it is something of note. I think it might limit your displaying with Ahsoka, but you know, I think you can make it work, especially if you're having her just be in this one particular case. But that's what we did, and that's the end of my Hot Toys for a while, at least. We added these two. And then we added this Clone Wars Obi-Wan to the collection, so very nice. But yeah, what do you guys think about Hot Toys, Sideshows, all those things? I know I've asked every video, so if you've been watching, hopefully you've left a comment, and if you did, you might be annoyed by me asking each time, but go ahead and leave one anyway. What your thoughts are on this brand, if you prefer this brand, or if you just like the good old Black Series figures. Like I said, let us know in the comments down below. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and like this video, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and let us know what you think, because we are posting new content every single day. But it's about time to get on out of here. It's about time to throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back. And we'll see you all next time.